And a big good morning to everyone. My name is George Kosch. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Worldprofit, and I'm the bootcamp instructor teaching you guys about how to promote your affiliate links, website that you get with Worldprofit. Everything that we're about is, well, we host your website and we teach you how to promote it and promote landing pages, all the secrets to everything online. Hopefully we are, we've been here for over 24 years. And the first thing I'd like to do is welcome all of our new silver members. A number of them have upgraded to platinum already. We're having an extremely successful month. I'm very happy with everything, the way it's going. And well, first off, I'll say the most important thing to do is to get yourself started by getting to lesson number 3. I had one gentleman wasn't sure how to move in the lessons. Well, there's a couple of ways. Number one, your lesson is your homepage. So when you log into Worldprofit, that's your lesson. You're on it. All you have to do is scroll down. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff in here. I mean, I don't want you to worry about everything, right? You're here for a long time. You can tell right away we're not a business opportunity. We're an actual business training center, and we are a website host. And you're going to love the website I'm going to show you because it's going to knock your socks off. And guess what? Everybody's going to get it for free when it's available. That's another great thing. Free. And really it is free. So we'll just wait a while before I show you that. Anyways, there's a lot of stuff here. And the most important thing that you can do is just trust that we're going to take you through everything. Or 5 things. Everybody's different. You don't need to learn every single thing. Okay? So what I want to do is get you to understand just where your lesson is. You know, where do I find the lesson? Well, you can always click on home here, that little green button up there that's always floating, or your badge right here, and it will take you to the lesson. And if you see, oh, I'm on lesson 7 and I want to be on another lesson, no problem. You can work your way forward this way, or click on the bootcamp lesson summary link here. There's also another one up here. Where you can see all of the changes, lesson summary, change area, and everything. Bottom line is I want you to get to lesson number 3. Don't worry about these boards and things like that. They'll all come in time. The thing that you want to focus on is when you're on lesson number 3, think of this as lesson 1. This is your first real lesson where you're actually, asked to do something. Of course, you're going to get your bonuses on this lesson. But first, I'd like you to go up to training on the top menu. Notice there's no link here. You've got to go actually up and find it. Amongst all of the different things up here, you'll find it way over, right beside the support tab. It says training. And that'll get you started in the program, and it will help explain all of this stuff that you see here. Okay, we've got a million different links. There's all kinds of different things going on. The most important thing to do is start at the beginning. And this is the beginning. This takes you through a quick sort of, this is what the site looks like, this is what it's about, these are the things you shouldn't do, and these are the things you should do to get started. And don't worry about promotion, of getting traffic. Let's just settle things down first and go through this video, because we're going to teach you how to generate traffic for free. We're going to teach you where to get the traffic from and how to do it. We're going to give you the ads. We're going to tell you everything you need to know. We're going to give you tools, okay? But you have to take this thing slowly. Don't try to jump on this like, okay, well, where do I put my URL? Well, that'll come. Just, you want to go through this first. Then your bonuses will appear, which come in this lesson, of course. When you go back here, it'll say fill out a support form. Right here, and just say, give me my bonuses. The reason that I want you to go through the training first, though, is so that you know how to use the bonuses. Okay, that really is important. We want to teach you how to get the most out of the bonuses, and then it's going to take you to a place over here called solo ads, and it's the extreme traffic package, and we're going to set it up for you, and all you have to do is enter your details here, and this will all be in an email we send to you, so you don't have to pay for this. This is part of your silver upgrade. There are a lot of sites in here, a lot of things to fill in. Do the best you can with it. This is really for your affiliate program if you're in one. If you're not in an affiliate program, you can just fill this out with the ad examples that we have, okay, which you'll get through that video. And that was, again, why it's so important to watch that first video. You will start to understand a little bit more about what these things are. These are just ID numbers and usernames that you should be able to get just by clicking on these links here if you're not. This is where it's just so important to have a pad and paper. And you know, we used to get people years ago saying, you know, I signed up for this program and I just didn't know what to do. They didn't give me like a job. And this is work. You go through these, but remember, these are lifetime accounts. They don't go away. Like say you say, well, I tried my best. I got silver going and everything, and I just don't want to be a silver member for whatever reason. These stay with you. These accounts, they don't go away, and these are paid upgrades that you don't pay for. Okay, we own these sites. So we're going to upgrade you, and we get people sending us money all the time to upgrade in these sites. We make thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on people paying to upgrade. Okay, so make sure you understand that these normally would cost money. They really would. Okay, and they're completely free when you are a silver member. Okay, so take your time going through this. If you have problems, just fill out a support ticket. There's a floating support button up here too. You'll notice it floats along because these are really important buttons, right? Like, how do I get back to the main page and how do I get support? All right, are there any questions about that so far? Yeah, and the Start Here book is really good too. It's under training. You'll want to download it, and it just gives you a few things. It's kind of just a little workbook with a couple of items in there that I found to be very important. If you're having any trouble watching the videos, you'll always see two things: a direct link to Worldprofit Tube, which is a site I created for our own videos, and video source file. This is actually the MP4 file, which I know, what's the, it's just the file that works on your computer, okay? And it's there for you to use. Try to get into the mindset that this is a business. That's one of the most difficult things to get through to people is be here for long term. We host your site. We take care of all of that stuff. And when you see the new site that I've created that you'll all be able to have, you'll really be excited. I am. Okay, so I'm going to show that to you a little bit later. Are there any questions about that? I see we just had a silver sale come in here. I think it's down here on our little news flow. Armando, wonderful. And of course, Rial Charret in the Live Business Center. Let's go check in on Rial right now. Let's go surprise him. How do you get to the Live Business Center? That's a good question, isn't it? Say that you're sitting here and you're going, what's this Live Business Center? And hey, it can get away on you, right? So you click on Home, and it'll always say right here, turn on Live Business Center to see the chat area. And this is for you as a silver or a platinum member to try to, if you're having trouble and you're confused, just click this, watch what happens. Magically, we've got a guy named Rial Charret, and he's a member. You can see his name, just hover over this, and if you don't want to hear him, just click this right here, and that'll mute him. And this is like an open chat area for members and for new associates coming in who don't know anything about Worldprofit. And you know, when you have a site like this, I mean, look at it. There's links there, there's links there, there's people there, there's links there, there's links there, there's stuff here. You naturally think, boy, you guys need somebody online all the time helping people, right? Yeah, we do. So that's the component that we pay a lot of money for. This is the component that we rely on our members, and they volunteer to come in here and to do this. And do they get paid? Well, we don't directly pay them, but we give them any associates that come in without a sponsor, they get them. And they get $5 for a silver upgrade. If it's theirs or not, doesn't matter. So it's a little bit more. I mean, that's what we give, right? It's a little bit more than you would get if you're not. a monitor, but then again, they put in a lot of hours, right? You want to see how many hours they put in? They're right here. Riel Charest, 105 hours in the last 30 days. That's a lot. Okay. William Buck, 100 hours. Brian Armstrong, 70 hours. So incredible. And I wanted to just say another thing. Linda Elsie, she had surgery, and she was in here, I think, a day later, monitoring. And I thought Canadians were the toughest people on the planet. Apparently the United States has some pretty tough people too. But you know what? Together we do really well. That's why we've got this big continent, that we're all protecting. So, Linda, amazing. I don't know how you did that. If I had surgery, I wouldn't be online for the next day. So good for you. And again, this chat area here, you can refresh the list of people here. Sometimes it doesn't populate properly. I don't know why, but you can see how that just showed up. Pretty minor thing. Sometimes you'll see people come on here and say something, and you don't see their name, they might drop off. But don't worry about any of that stuff. If you're in here, you can get help if you want. And remember one really important thing. When you watch that training video, it teaches you to bring people in. Well, guess what? They come in like Armando. These are associates that get signed up by you by promoting. And guess what? Armando gets to talk to Riel and find out about the program and what to do. Riel sends him into the video. He comes back out and he gets an offer and says, hey, you know what? And there we go. So Armando looks like he's all set up here. I think that's how Armando, you see this? So Riel can use the send 14 button to get him to log in as a new silver member. Okay, so I'll turn this off right here for a moment. And let me actually make sure my member area is turned off there too on my recording. There we are. Okay, are there any questions so far about any of that? If you want to become a monitor and help out, all you have to do is go to monitor training right here. And it's right there under monitor area. You probably won't see all these links. You'll just see this one. And you can go through the details of the program. Okay, it's voluntary, and you'll be trained by Linda or Brian. And you can sign up for it anytime you want. Just fill out a support ticket. You do need a headset with a microphone, and you'll become part of the community of monitors. Okay, they're pretty close-knit community. They help each other out, and they're fantastic. You can see the bonuses that you get up here. You can contact Linda or Brian if you have any questions. And then you should probably watch this new Live Business Center. It's just talks to you about the Live Business Center. And if we ever have any meetings, we have them here in this area, but you don't have to worry about that because we'll announce them. And there you go. And you will, as Linda is saying, you'll learn a lot by becoming a monitor. You're going to learn about how to interact with people and what people are looking for. You'd be kind of surprised about the market that we're in. People come and they can ask questions that are just totally unexpected. So what this helps you with is with your other programs that you're involved in, you'll be able to deal with people a lot better. Okay? And then we go from there. I'm going to show you the new program, that the new silver website, and I'll show you the old and the new, and the old isn't going anywhere. It's just a design, right? So if I go to georgekosch.com, this is my silver or platinum website. They're the same website. When you upgrade to platinum, which is a good thing, and you can do it by filling out a support ticket, what happens when you upgrade to platinum is your website doesn't really change. You get ClickBank, you get a couple of things like your autoresponder and all that, but your website for the most part just stays like your website. So don't worry about, oh, does my website change if I upgrade? Well, no, it's your website. You have the ability to add and remove pages and things like that all you want. So for example, I'm noticing I'd like to make my homepage on my website different. Maybe I'll just create a new page here. So just now, this is template, the older template. I'm just going to put one up here real quick. I'll put it on Hot Products here. Give it a name. Advertise site for 5 years. There we go. So I'm just using a template, and I'm going to make it my default page. A little easier to show you. So if I go here, my default page loads up, and it's a landing page. It's all pre-built, ready to go, got your name in it and everything. And for the most part, this template is extremely powerful. Okay, it's template 62, and it's the one that you get right out of the gate. You can add code to it. I did this for my Facebook, so people can connect with me in Facebook. And you can put books up and things like that. So it's a really great design. Now the new design, that again will be an option. All of our designs you can switch to quickly, and the new one will be no different. It's just a matter of pushing a button and saying, I'd like to try this, and it will preserve your landing pages and everything like that. Okay, but let me show you what it looks like, because it's really cool. It's really neat to see. It should come up in my tabs here. There we go. I'll just pull that over. Okay, and it's essentially not, it's not my George Kosch site. This is just a different site where I've got some things hooked up here. And I want to show you some really cool stuff. Number one is, if you look at BizBuild, you can go here if you want. You just have to realize this is a test site. This is real, but it's not real. You know what I mean? It's a site that I'm using to work on. And this should be done within a week. Okay, so I'm excited about that. I didn't think I'd have this done before Christmas, but it's going by pretty quick with the coding and everything. But anyways, if you go to the site on your phone, it will load really well. It's mobile responsive. Okay, so it looks like if I go to it, I guess, you know, not like I can. Let me see, Biz Builders. You can just go to it if you want. I'm just going to go to it here. Anyways, what it does is it just looks like, I know you guys can't see that, but anyways, what's that look like? There you go. So it just loads up properly, my face on there, of course. And if you click on the menu, there's also top stories, opportunities that comes up. I'll leave that to you folks to play around with if you want, but it's completely mobile ready, right out of the box. So it looks good on desktop, looks good on mobile. The one thing that I did introduce, aside from the top menu, okay, so if I'm just going to compare the menus here and show you something. So the top menu up here is basically up here, okay? The share stuff like Pinterest and Facebook and Instagram, amongst others, depending on the ones that you enter in your profile, will show up here automatically, all right? This tagline is yours, as well as your picture. I might make it so that you could have a logo up here too if you want. Some people prefer a logo. Future websites don't have big graphics in them because of responsiveness, right? They have to respond. So most sites have like background graphics and things like that which change and shape and do things, all right? So this is all, again, this is all working. This is the left menu. You see the menu over here? This left menu, it's preserved. It's right here. And there's the right menu, specials, associate. You know, so if I click on associate membership, it loads up in here. And these, by the way, these pages are active now in your content management area. Okay, and I'll show you how to get to them. If not, most of you have them. I've replaced them so that they're all sitting here. Okay, so you can see how these are responsive to the thing. Now let me show you something that's really cool. This is something I added. I know I'm not going to go to the bottom yet. This top stories, you see how there's stories up here? This is a new menu, a brand new menu system. Okay, and you guys don't have it yet, but you will automatically if you do the change. Okay, and you can add as much as you want. You could have, like, I called this stores because when I was explaining this, I said, well, you could put Amazon stores here. and then your opportunities. Now, this opportunities was over here, and I moved it with a click of a button. I just said products and services. I can move it up here if I want with a click. Okay, or I could just add a new category and populate it with pages and links. Isn't that cool? Okay, so this is brand new, and this is the top menu. Now the bottom menu, which I've taken a little bit of time to show you here, is down here, and you will be able to give it a title, and these are your bottom menu items here. Okay, and you can have as many as you want. You'll notice that my posts are from my blog, which I'll show you, which is built into this system, just like this here. And so if I go to georgekosch.com/blog, because I know many of you have hundreds of postings in here, see all these different postings? They are preserved in the new one automatically. You don't have to redo them or anything, and they come up in here and the date shows. Okay, and the most recent ones will go here, and I'll do a maximum of 3. But I might make it so you guys can set it. As you know, as a new silver member, you get a newsletter built in, right? Like when you go up here in your member area, do you see how it says newsletter? Well, the new system will automatically have a subscribe system set up for you. You don't need to do anything. People can just join your newsletter and you can send it out to them. I will also put a space up above here where you can have your autoresponder. Of course, I'm going to limit it to 1, but you can pick an autoresponder if you're a platinum member. So you go to autoresponder here, and I will say, put this on my page. You know, I want this one on my main page. Wouldn't that be cool? And I'll have the description. So if you go here, your description, title, and description will show up down here somewhere in another column or above this one. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet with that. Okay, so you've got your social icons down here, your copyright, terms of use, privacy policy here, which I'll probably bunt this over just a bit so it's more centralized. Okay, and of course you have this, and again, this is part of responsive website technology. Now, let me blow your mind now. Do you guys want to see something really cool? So there are themes available, and of course, this one is the dark theme. Let me show you the light theme. Okay, I'm just changing. I don't have buttons yet for this, and so I'm just going into my code here to change it. But this is what I really like, is you can, with a click of a button, turn it into this. Do you see that? All light, bright, okay? This is where I'm going to give you, hopefully, the ability to texture different areas, or my thing, I like it white. I like white with normal, you see you got your green color here. You'll be able to colorize these, okay? But again, see how that stands out nicely, right? All these different things, beautiful up here. And again, everything is preserved, nothing changes. This stays dark, okay, because it's a footer and it stands out nicely, okay? And then finally, I have one more version that you're gonna, I would say 99 out of 100 people are gonna pick white. The dark is nice, but you could just switch it whenever you want. Watch this. Here's another one that I know most of you are probably saying, how come there's no whatever? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the new one here. This is the one that I will use. And I know that all of you will say, yeah, I agree. I would use that one too. So here's the one that I'm going to use. This is called full power, I call it. This is just the whole screen is used on any laptop, notebook, tablet. It just goes out to the end. There's a bit of padding over here on the left, but this is fantastic if you have a lot of full page sites, right? Like if you're using, of course, you're using the Magic Site Grabber, right? We all have the Magic Site Grabber in here, and all of your landing pages, everything. Your nav bar will work fine too. Okay, let me switch this quickly to my George Kosch site. Like that way I can fill it with more data, just to show you what it would look like if you switched over. So I'm just going to go to my application file here. I'm just going to switch this Now this isn't, you got to remember my George Kosch stuff is a lot of test data, right? But I'm just going to show this to you to show you the differences. Now remember, this isn't done yet. I'm not finished this, but anyways, if I go home, this is going to pull up all my stuff. Okay, you see how this is increased here. You see how all of these are here. Okay, I've got some advertising here, you know, all of that good stuff. I got my rotator ads here. Okay, and you see how this is kind of scrunched a bit, so I'm going to fix that so it spreads the whole way out. Okay, see I've got some postings here too, right? Okay, so the blog, which I'm going to kind of go back to the other version now, and I've just done one single posting. So if I hit refresh here, and I go to the blog looks really nice too because it comes up in here. I haven't changed the theme of the blog. But you will have the ability to have the two different looks too if you want, right? Like you can have the blog as dark and the main site as light. Or you can have the blog as the light boxed version or full out. It's totally up to you, whatever you guys want to do, okay? It is cool. It looks really nice because when you scrunch it or you open it and all that, it's going to be great. Your recent posts will be preserved down here, but you can see here's my first posting, and I didn't do much here. I just posted something, and there it is. That's my posting. So I can add to it if I want, but there you go. All right. So do you guys like this? Pretty neat, isn't it? And this will be just part of your package being with Worldprofit. You don't need to worry about mobile compatibility forever. You don't need to worry about any of that stuff. It'll all be handled by this 100%. Okay? I'm really, really happy about it. The work that I have left on it is probably 20 to 30 hours, but it will be really good when it comes out. And I know you're thinking, well, nothing's wrong with it. Well, there's a few things that I want to look at adding to it. All right. Have you guys seen the new Worldprofit site? See, so this is the old, and this is going to be the new. It's going to, it's just going to change over to something like this. You want your credits, associate membership, home business training, and this will be all part of your site. You can just add it. You just do a click, right? You just go in and say add this. And you can do it now to your site currently if you want. You just go into content management and you say new page and just pick one of these. Worldprofit template. There's 20. I'll have way more. I have 100 of those. Probably not 100. I take that back. Maybe 30. I don't really have time to do 100 of them, but these just pull in from other sites. Okay? Yeah, and I like how I'm going to tie in the autoresponder. I'm excited about that. This is your newsletter, of course, but I want to have another area in here for the autoresponder, which will be really neat. I might even do like a floating button where they click and they get onto your ClickBank maximizer list or your autoresponder. Wouldn't it be great to have a little floating button somewhere here, or add it up in the corner here where they click and they can join and it drops down, and I have that too. I just took it away for now, but I'm thinking about what I want to do with that. Yeah, I want to make sure that when you folks upgrade to Platinum, which I know all of you will, I want to give you that extra on the website. Okay, and I want to make sure it's easy to do. You will not have to create a landing page and all this stuff. You won't do anything. It'll just be there for you. Okay, and you just turn it on, turn it off. Okay, let's go look at Worldprofit. I made some changes to worldprofit.com too. Not sure if I showed you guys this last week. I don't remember. You can also go here with your ID if you want. Okay, so For example, I'll just type this out for you, okay? And it's secure too. I just didn't go to HTTPS, but you can go to the secure site. I'm not really big on the secure stuff. It doesn't really matter. The only time secure site matters is if you're putting a credit card in or it's personal info. And you know what? If you're at home and you're using Kaspersky or McAfee, you're on a secure connection anyways, right? Like the internet's very different than it used to be years ago. So anyways, you can go $ID equals, and then you could put in whatever your dealer ID is. Okay, so if I show you that, that person doesn't exist, but if you want to send people to Worldprofit and they decide that they want to join for free, that would get them in under you. Okay, so this is the new Worldprofit, worldprofit.com. You can see, you can go through the different things online since '94, and you can see you've got some nice backgrounds and things like that. And you can see this is called parallax because everything is done, whoop, just shows up. Okay, so we got member login if you want, about, tells you a little bit about us, our advantages, guarantees, things like that. Now this is just really for the outside world, okay? This isn't, you know, you folks don't need to go here because you're already members. Mind you, go and read if you want, but you don't have to sign up again. That's what I'm trying to say. So you see our services, you know, we are a website hosting company. This is how we started and this is how we are now. I think, we're the very first affiliate program in existence on the internet. I almost want to contact the Guinness Book or whoever you contact about these things and say, I think we were the first affiliate site in existence on the internet. I really do. I think we were. It was 1994. Anyways, website hosting, affiliate marketing, and then of course sales training done by our monitors. And we have technical support, website management system, and we have our live business center, right? So you can find out, I'm not going to go to terms because those are just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Right here, you can see co-founder, president, and Sandy and I. Of course, we have testimonials down here, okay? And of course, we also have support. People can get support. So if somebody says, I don't know how to get support, they could just go to worldprofit.com. They don't have to go through your link or anything. They could just come to worldprofit.com, fill out a support form. Okay? There's also our blog, which shows our latest postings here. You can see the full posts for the, oops, that page can't be found. I don't know why I'm pulling that in, but anyways, reviews. Here's Howard Martell. Okay, that just goes to our blog, which is WordPress. Okay. Do you guys have any questions about that? Yes, Will, and that's why we did it. I used to power the site with WordPress, but I found it to be, it was just slow. And WordPress, at the level we had it, was very hard to just manage and change things around. So I just said to myself one day, at the request of many, Sandy, of course, said, let's just do something different. So what I did was I said, I'm a programmer, so I'm going to just sit down and I'm going to create what I want. And I like parallax because everything's on the one page. And I really like just a simple menu up here where people can click on things. You want to join, you can join. You want to log in, you can log in. You want to find out about us, you know, it's all right here. There's nothing else. It's very simple. Okay? People come down. And if they want to find out about Worldprofit, they can click on one of our social icons here. And they can get to us. All right? And we are moving up. We're having a fantastic season. Teresa says, is there a way to create a message board where sponsors can leave messages for their associate? Well, we have a message board for monitors. Is that what you mean right here? So if you click on See Live Sponsors, We have a message board that you guys can put notes in about associates and things like that. Hopefully it loads up here. Okay, it's called report. So you click on report and you can enter a note. It'll even put your name against the note. So you enter the note there. You can use this form to send a note to the sponsor for the associate. And of course you can send an email to accounts. Okay. And Sissy says, are the details for this on the members page? I'm not quite sure. I must have missed what you asked about. The details for, you mean for our workshops? Yes, yeah, Riel, I can. The only problem with sending people directly to Worldprofit is that it's a big site. So I don't want people posting this in a traffic exchange or a safe list. It's a waste of time. You're not going to get anybody because they're there for 10 seconds, right? People should only come to this if somebody says to you, hey, Riel, what's Worldprofit's main site? Of course, they'll probably figure it out, but you can send them to it with your ID if you want. And that would be the way I would do it. I wouldn't use this as a marketing in safe lists and exchanges. Even a solo ad. Why? There's too much to do here. Too complicated, right? It's not a landing page. So that's what I would do. It's hard to send them here. Why not just send them to Worldprofit Associates, right? Worldprofit Associates, which is a landing page. Okay? That's the one you want to send them to right there. Okay? Then they enter their name and email and they get started right away. All right. Brian says you can create a message for your associates using the Sales Center. Yes, that's true. Okay, so I'll get to Joseph in a sec. The Sales Center is interesting. It was created by me many, many years ago, and it's right here, and it's called Sales Center Builder. So you can actually build a website within Worldprofit's member area that only your associates see. Does that make sense? If I was to show you this, let me give you an idea of what this looks like, because Brian, you're right. This is a really neat thing. So when people come into the Worldprofit member area, okay, so this is for members. So we'll call this the member area. They of course see the LBC and everything. They will see a link over here to your area as their sponsor. And when they click this, they will come in to an area that you as their sponsor own and can manage and can change and can add pages to. And that's done in here. There's analytics and everything in here. It's called the Sales Center. It's awesome. We track who logs in and sees it, activity summary, everything. You can change the name right here. This is what they will see on the left menu, free ads. Of course, that's a good way to get them to click. Okay, the help videos right here. Teach you all about it. Okay, so Joseph says, I'm a new silver. How would you advise when using the 12 lifetime memberships how to use the credits? Watch the first training video right here. That's exactly what this talks about, is how to use those sites and more. Right in this video here. It'll teach you how to put banners in. It'll teach you how many banners. It'll teach you everything you need to know. Okay? Bobby Joe says, if I have a t-shirt store with WordPress, yes, you can. What you want to do is you don't need to change anything at that site. Just go to website management, and as soon as you get to website management, go to use the magic site grabber and put the URL of that store, secure or not, doesn't matter, in here and give it a name. And after you do that, you can put it on one of the menus. When I have the new site ready, you could put it up here on this top menu. Let me go to Biz Builders here for a sec. you'll be able to put it on the very top menu up here if you want. You know, stores, my stores, whatever you want to call it. I'm scared to do anything up there right now because this took a long time. Sandy's heard enough about the menu, but it's very powerful because you can add submenus, right? Well, not submenus, but points underneath each one, and people can click and they go to it. It automatically shows up. Okay. When I demo this, I'm going to actually, when it's really ready, I'm going to have my stores, my Amazon stores. I'm going to have my Christmas store, right? Have a Christmas store here, Valentine's Day store, whatever you want. And you are very welcome, Sandy. I appreciate it. Mary Daniel says, did you say I can have my own website included in Worldprofit, not the one given to me? If you want to have it hosted, we can do that, but it's complicated. It depends on what it's all about. But if you leave your other site alone, just leave it where it is, don't touch it, and just use the magic site grabber, that will set it up underneath, like within your site. Okay, and you can put it on your thing here. So, for example, say that you go to, I'm not sure if this is, no, that's not working.